Do you want to know a big no-no on a cruise ship?
A no-no?
A no-no. Keep watching. Welcome back to our Cruise Tips 101 series, where we give you 101 tips, tricks, do's, and don'ts.
Yep, these are tips, tricks, do's, and don'ts that we have learned via our vast, extensive cruising experience.
Vast and extensive.
Vast and extensive, yes.
So would you like to start?
I would.
Okay, let's start.
So we're going to start with number 31. Again, we're going to cover some tips today with things that you want to bring with you on the cruise ship. And then we're also going to talk about some of the things that are no. Things not to do on a cruise ship. So number 31. Oh, before we get started, by the way.
Yes.
Before we get started.
Yes.
Hey, if y'all like this, hit that subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up button. And once again, we have a 1,000 subscriber giveaway where one of the things we're giving away, a DJ Pocket Osmo.
That's a great gift.
It is. So you guys can start recording your vacations as well. Now, let's go back to number 31.
What's number 31?
Number 31, and we covered this a little bit in the last vlog too, bring some cash. Last time it was bring cash for tipping. This time it's bring cash for shopping. And not necessarily shopping on the cruise ship, for shopping in the ports.
Yes.
Right? Because if you have cash in hand when you go into shop locally, especially if you've got these little like flea market type situations on the docks, they love to see cash in hand, and they're much more apt to work with you and barter with you if they see money in hand. So bring some cash for shopping when you're in port.
And bring small denominations.
Yes, small denominations.
Yes, because that helps with the bartering.
Absolutely.
All right. Tips number 32.
Yes.
Bring non-surge protected power strip, i.e. a hub. What do they call the hubs, honey?
Yeah, hubs.
Hubs. And most hubs will have multiple outlets that you can plug into, along with USB.
Yeah, so that's what we do. We have a little kind of a donut hub.
Yep.
That's got it's got electrical plugs, it's got USB, and then we've also got just a USB hub that we sometimes bring as well, because we have a lot of stuff to charge.
A lot of equipment.
Batteries, cameras, all kinds of stuff. So anyway, make sure you bring that. The most important thing, non-surge protected. They will not allow you to have surge protected surge protected power strips on ships anymore.
Yes.
And that is not because of the cruise lines, that is actually the Coast Guard. So, number 33.
33.
Speaking of charging things, consider bringing a portable battery pack.
Yes.
You know, for charging your phone, right? If you're out on the deck or you're in port or whatever, and you don't want to go back to your cabin, or you know, charging your camera, whatever it is. If your camera has rechargeable batteries, that way you don't have to worry about going back to your cabin. Just bring one of those little small portable chargers.
It works every time, especially in port. Because that's harder, especially when you're on excursions and things like that, to find somewhere to plug in and charge up. So
exactly.
All right, number 34. Bring extra SD cards and camera batteries. We do it.
Yeah,
we try to remember, especially in port days, to bring them with us.
We bring a lot of extra batteries and a lot of SD cards.
We do. Yes, exactly. And you'll probably need more than you think you'll need.
Bring extra.
We've learned from our experiences.
Bring more than you think you'll need.
Yes, absolutely.
Right, because there's nothing going to be worse than you're like out on this great. That's right. So
there it is.
There's one of our SD
one of them
card containers right there.
These are really cool, and it's heavyweight too.
Yeah. So, like I was saying, there's nothing worse than being out on an excursion, right? And all of a sudden you see this really great scene, this really beautiful picture that you want to take, and you go to turn your camera on, and wah wah wah, it's either dead, or you get that warning that says SD card full.
Yes.
So you can go back and try to delete a couple pictures, but much easier to have extra batteries and extra SD cards.
All right.
Moving on.
Yes. The bottom one.
Yes. Very important. And we always do this.
Yes, we do.
Bring a night light.
Yay, little
Kimberly's terribly afraid of the dark.
I am not.
That's why we bring a night light. She's not. We bring a night light simply because at night in your cabin, it's dark.
It is dark.
It's really dark, especially especially if you're in an inside cabin, because then you really have no light coming in. We generally don't. We never do inside cabins, but I know that just in a cabin, a balcony cabin, it is at night. It's dark, so we always bring a night light, because the last thing you want to do is get up and have to use the facilities and then trip and fall or knock your knee into something.
Yeah, exactly. And our next tip is consider bringing extra hangers with you. And so what we like to do, especially packing as well as, you know, the room and how much everything weighs, you want to use wire hangers generally from like the dry cleaners. We save ours from the dry cleaners just before, a couple weeks before we go on a cruise. And we use those, and when we pack them in our hanging, our garment bag, then we're able to reuse them into the closets. But if you don't bring a garment bag, bring a couple extra hangers with you, because there aren't a whole lot in the closets,
like
depending on what kind of room situation you're in. The last room was a very large room, so we had lots of hangers.
We did.
But bring a couple with you.
Most of the time it's 10 now. The other option you have is you can ask the cruise line for additional hangers, and if they have them, they will bring them to you, but sometimes they don't have them enough. So just bring a few extra hangers.
Yes.
So number 37, this is something we never would have had to think about just a few years ago.
No, never.
But now we do.
Yes.
Don't bring weed on the cruise ship.
Nope.
Can't
even
bring
if
weed.
It's legal in your state.
Can't bring it. Even if it's like right here where we live in California, marijuana is 100% recreationally allowed, but you still can't bring it on a cruise ship. It is still, believe it or not, a federal offense to go on a cruise ship. So you can't bring it. As
of this day taping, it's still a federal offense.
As of today, it is. So you know what? Just consider it, because eventually, remember, you're going to foreign ports, and if you take literally, the law is if you're on a cruise ship and you pull into a foreign port with contraband, it is considered smuggling.
Yes, so don't do it.
So don't do it.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, don't do it. So, like I said, it's kind of funny we even have to talk about that.
But we do.
It's just the truth.
All right. So, next, number 38. And this is our no-no.
This is the no-no. This is a big no-no on a cruise ship now.
This is a big no-no. And here we go.
And you will piss some people off.
Do not save lounge chairs. Period. End of story. If you're going to go and lay by the pool, then by all means, pick your lounge chair. But if you're going to go down there and put a towel or clip towels to the chair and then leave for hours and hours and expect that chair is going to be empty and available for you all day long, that is not the case.
Not anymore. And now the cruise ships have, most of them, I'm sure all of them as a matter of fact, they put time limits now. So if your chair is empty for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 45 minutes, they come and they take your stuff off the chair, and then you can go claim it at their little towel stand there where they'll have your stuff for you.
Yes.
But they don't tolerate it anymore, so there's no more going down at 7 in the morning and clipping your towels. And people get really, really upset when they see people do that. We just had an incident on our last cruise, as a matter of fact.
And it was an incident.
It was an incident that happened right in front of us, where this lady was saving a chair in the sun.
Yes.
While she was sitting in the shade, so when she felt like going back into the sun, she could go sit on her lounge chair in the sun, and it turned into a big hubbub.
Yes, because these three girls were looking all over the place for a place in the sun. They weren't in the shade. They wanted to sit in the sun, and they walked around literally probably 30 minutes trying to find chairs.
Yeah.
And they just so happened to pick these chairs that have been emptied for the 30 minutes they've been walking around, and decided to take them. So I don't recommend that. I would recommend going to one of the staff members and asking them to assist you into finding a chair, and maybe mention that one had been empty for quite some time. But let's not do that. Let's be kind and courteous to all of our fellow cruisers.
Yeah, absolutely, because it almost turned into an altercation.
It did almost, but not quite. But on a side note, a really funny side note, Pero DJ did a parody about towels on a chair. So we're going to link that below in our description
We
box.
are. We're going to link the link.
You got to
the
watch
video.
it.
If
It's
you have
great.
not seen,
It's great.
If you've not seen Pero DJ, if you're unfamiliar with Pero DJ, they're another creator that creates cruise vlogs and song parodies, and they did a great parody called "Towels on the Chair."
Towels on a chair?
Towels on a Chair, something along that line. It's a Bon Jovi parody of "Living on a Prayer."
It's great. Jay did a great job.
Fantastic. So we'll put a link in the description below, so anybody wants to go check it out. Go check it out, and if you get over there, subscribe to their channel. They are fantastic.
Yes, they're awesome.
So number 39.
39.
This seems simple, but I've done it. So don't forget to charge your phone, your camera batteries, anything that needs to be charged overnight while you're sleeping.
Right.
Don't forget. I mean, I've done it before. Maybe you come in late one night, you've had a few, right? And you're like, forget about it. And then you wake up and it's like, oh my God, my phone's not charged. My camera batteries aren't charged. And so just make sure you remember to plug in your phone and your camera batteries, anything that needs to be charged when you go to bed at night.
Or you're in a food coma.
Or you're in a food coma. Yeah, whatever it is that keeps you from plugging your stuff in.
Yeah, exactly. All right, last but not least, number 40. Do not forget sunscreen or aloe vera on your cruise. Yes, you can buy them on the cruise ship or in port, but if you've ever been on a cruise, you know that the price is either double or triple on the cruise ship, and
Crazy.
you know what? It's the same thing in the ports. You would think when you got to like maybe Mexico or one of, the Bahamas or somewhere like that you'd be able to get it at a reasonable price. Nope, not the case. They know that people get off that ship and do not have it, and so therefore...
Price gouging 101. It's like, it's all about, it's like people say, why is underwear so expensive?
Because you need it.
Because you need it. That's why it's the same thing when you're on a cruise ship or in a port. Why is sunscreen so expensive? Because they know you need it.
And also, don't forget to bring your aloe, because as much as you put your sunscreen on, inevitably you may get too much sun. So if you do, you want to have some kind of relief, and aloe is a great way to do that. We bring a little bottle of it with us all the time.
Just in case.
Just in case.
We don't really get sunburned.
Not too much.
No. Now your children...
They don't listen to you.
They don't listen. They don't get sunburned. We had that experience a few years ago. So that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, I can't believe we are through 4 episodes already of our series.
4 episodes.
6 to go.
6 to go. Well, hey, if you liked our videos, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like, subscribe, check out our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Also, what else do we have?
And make sure you check out our merchandise at teespring.com. I'll put a link in the description below. You too can have one of these fantastic Midlife Crazy t-shirts. We've got coffee mugs. You can see a couple behind us right here.
Yep.
We've got some tote bags, socks.
Oh, we sent Jay and D. Jay got socks and D got a tote bag.
That's right. So if you know Jay from Pero DJ, he loves socks. So we sent him our official Midlife Crazy socks.
And none of our items are priced more than we make $1 on every.
We make $1.
purchase.
That's it.
That's it.
So they're pretty inexpensive actually. So
Yes.
check it out. That's shameless promotion on our part. All right. So from Brad,
I'm Kimberly.
we're Midlife Crazy. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching. Bye.